What's up, Facebook world? It's your girl, Mindy C, coming at you from Michigan on a Sunday evening. I hope you guys are all having a great day, evening, daytime, morning time. I know it's different time zones all over the place. My name is Mindy. I am from Michigan, and I've been doing keto for a couple of years now, so I'm always cooking that way. Drop me a 1 if you're live. You'll see that red live box right up there in the corner, and if you want to follow me, just tap my nose. 3 little dots up there in the corner. Hit follow, see first, and you'll never miss one of my lives again. Hey, Kayla, how are you doing? Hey, Mary, how are you doing? I'm making some cherry. I'm not making nothing with cherry in it. Hey, Grace, how are you doing? I'm making some teriyaki chicken over like a fried cauliflower rice. That's what I'm doing tonight. I made up my own marinade. Super duper easy. Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. So I already marinated the chicken. So super duper easy. I took 1 pound of chicken and I cut it into even chunks. And then I took, we've got the sugar-free marinade by C.G. Hughes. I took a half a cup of that, and I took a half a cup of red hot wings. So this one isn't as spicy. Well, I don't think either one of them are spicy. So half cup of the teriyaki marinade from G. Hughes. I get that in my grocery store. I think Walmart carries. You guys probably heard them before. And hey, Chloe, how are you doing? And then a half cup of red hot wings. So it's a little bit thicker, this one is. So that's why, that's the difference between regular. And then I also put, and this is just the marinade. This is what I'm soaking my chicken chunks in right now. A tablespoon of pepper and a tablespoon of garlic salt. That's it for the marinade. So super duper easy. You're going to need a skillet. You're going to put 4 tablespoons of butter in the skillet, let it melt, and then we're going to put the chicken in the skillet. And then I've got 4 cups of cauliflower rice. I've got a half cup of onions. I've also got a half serving of carrots. So 1 serving is 78 grams. There's 5 carbs in 1 serving of carrots. So this is a half. So there's 2.5 carbs that are coming. I didn't put that up in the recipe because Keto Karens will have a fit if I put carrots, because that's not keto. But you can have it in moderation. I'm making fried rice, so we want to put a little bit of carrots in there. So that's what dirty keto is. Dirty keto is fitting things in when you can. Hey, Kathy Hatley, how are you doing? Hey, Leonata, I can't even talk tonight. Hey, Claudia, how are you doing? Hey, Carol. So I've got my chicken in the marinade. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Mindy from Michigan. I'm cooking chicken teriyaki. I've got chicken chunks, marinade, and some teriyaki, sugar-free teriyaki marinade, and red hot franks with some garlic, salt, and pepper. That is it. So let's get the skillet on the stove. We're going to add some butter. Let me add some butter. So about 4 tablespoons of butter. If you want more than that, you can alter the recipe to your liking. So I'm going to just do 4 tablespoons of butter, and that's it. Hey, Anya, how are you doing? Hey, Carol. Hey, Alicia Walker, how are you doing? If I miss you, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at the comments. So we got a skillet. I've got my chicken marinade. We're just melting that down, and eventually I'm going to switch. Well, you can see that too. So in the other skillet, while one's melting, I've got a little bit of sesame seed oil. So you can buy that right in your grocery store. It's called pure sesame seed oil. This is really, really good. It smells so good, like sesame seeds. So I've got 2 tablespoons of sesame seed, and this is going to be the fried rice pan right here. So we are going to put in the carrots and the onions, and let those carrots and onions cook down a little bit while we get our chicken going. So it's going to kind of even out on our time a little bit. So get that chicken. I'm using my cast iron skillet, so I'm turning the heat down because it heats up fast. Hey, Shay, how are you doing? Nice to see you on a Sunday. Hey, Suzanne, nice to see you. I'm taking my unicorn slippers off right now. I'm making some teriyaki chicken over a fried rice. Ooh, hold on 1 second. Ooh, I gotta make sure I don't knock the camera. I gotta get an egg out. I forgot to get an egg. So you're gonna need an egg. Oh, I'm trying not to, woo! All right, got it. You'll need an egg too, because you know the Chinese restaurants, they crack an egg in their fried rice. We're gonna do the same exact thing. 4 cups of cauliflower rice, a little bit of, I used a half cup of onions, and it's literally like a 4th cup of chopped up carrots. So that's optional. If you don't want to use carrots, you don't have to use carrots. But I wanted it gives it color and it gives it flavor. So that's what I got in there. The butter is ready to go. I got to get my glove on so I can get this meat out. Let me get my glove on so we can put this chicken in the skillet and get that chicken going and cooked. All right, how do we want to do this? So just grab your chicken. You will have leftover marinade. So if you want to put it in the pan, you can put it in the pan. If you don't want to put it in the pan, you don't have to. So that's completely up to you. Let me get this over here. I'm having a hard, I gotta roll up my sleeve a little bit. There we go. Get this chicken. So again, you guys, this is just some garlic salt, some pepper, Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce. I used a half cup of that, and a half cup of sugar-free G. Hughes teriyaki marinade. That's what I marinated my chicken in for about 30 minutes. So you can marinate it. I'm just gonna dump it all in. There's not that much in there anyway, so if you don't want all of the marinade in there, there's still going to be some left over. You don't have to. I just dumped it in because there wasn't going to be that much left over. Let me rinse off my hands a little bit. Then get your little, what do we want? Let me see. I'll get this spoon right here. And then just spread that chicken out so it cooks. And then I've got it on about medium-high heat. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to turn my onions and carrots up a little bit because we want those to cook down just a little bit. Hey Tina, oh my gosh, you caught me live again. Again, I am Mindy from Michigan. Let me know where you're coming in from down in the comments. It's cold. It's starting to snow here in Michigan. So I don't know how much snow we're supposed to get, but I hope not too much because I don't want to go out shoveling. That's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. All right, so let's get to the fried rice. I'm going to explain the fried rice. You can use frozen fried cauliflower rice if you want to. That's fine. I like to do, when I do like an oriental rice, I like to use fresh cauliflower rice because it's got more of a texture to it. So you can use frozen. I have frozen also, and if I didn't have regular cauliflower, I would have used the frozen. It's just a little bit softer. So when you defrost it in the microwave, you'll just like want to drain the excess water off of it. Hey Carol, how are you doing? Oh, you can have some of this cold. I'll be okay. I'm okay if it's like 30 or 40 degrees, which sounds really cold, but when you get 20 degrees and under, you just get used to. As soon as the 30 degrees pops up, everybody's wearing shorts and tank tops and all that here in Michigan. So it's still cold, but you just get used to it. But yeah, I'll gladly send you some of this cold. Send me some of that sunshine. Give me some of that sunshine. All right, so chicken. So the cauliflower rice, again, you can use fresh cauliflower rice. You're going to get more of a crunchy texture than if you use frozen. So it's up to you. It doesn't matter either way. I use both all the time. Just depends. Hey, Carol, how are you doing? Hey, Lupe, how are you doing? All right, so I'm making the cauliflower rice right now. I've got a half cup of onions in the pan, some sesame seed oil, and a 4th cup of chopped up carrots. So again, the carrots are optional. Those are the types of things that you can sneak in because, I mean, let's face it, whoever got fat on eating vegetables, right? So a 4th cup of carrots is not going to hurt. So I've got some soy sauce. I've got some just regular, this one says less sodium in it. I'm going to use just 4 tablespoons. There's 1 carb per tablespoon. There's 4 servings that I'm doing, so you're going to get 1 carb each from the soy sauce. And then the carbs from your cauliflower rice. Not that many. And there is no carbs. Well, let me see. The marinade. So there's 1 carb. So there's 8 carbs. So 2 carbs coming from the chicken each per serving. So 2, 3. So you're probably looking at about 6 or 7 carbs per serving that we're doing right here. Hey Denise, how are you doing? Hey Doris Ann, how are you doing? I'm cooking some cauliflower fried rice right now. I'm just frying up a half cup of onions chopped up, and I got a 4th cup of chopped up carrots in there. Again, it's not up in the recipe. I did not put carrots up in the recipe because people will flip out. They will just start talking about how that's not keto. And honestly, the only way that you're in keto is if your body is in a state of ketosis, and that's by eating 75% fats, 20% proteins, and 5% carbs. So if you don't have a blood meter that you can check to see if your body is in ketosis, most likely you're just low carb, and that's okay. That is just okay. Everything's going good. This chicken is going good. It kind of boils like a stew. And if you want to thicken up this sauce right here that I got, you can put a little xanthan gum in there. Xanthan gum is a thickening agent. You don't need very much. You only need like a 1/4 teaspoon of this. You can get this at most grocery stores, if not Amazon. I got this at my local grocery store. Arrowroot is another thickening agent. Hey, Katrina, how are you doing? Hey, 17 degrees. Ooh, I don't know what temperature it is. I don't even have a thing, but 17. Oh, we were 21 the other day. So xanthan gum. So if you like to make things a little bit thicker, your gravies, your Alfredo sauces, xanthan gum is great. You'll literally buy it once and you'll have it. I bought this last year sometime and I still got almost that. So that will probably take me in. So you only have to buy it once, and it'll take you for at least a year. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So the onions look good. I'm gonna throw in the cauliflower rice. That's going right in, and we're going to cook that a little bit before we crack the egg. Hey, D. Van Camp, how are you doing? Hey, Debbie, nice to see you. Hi, Diana, nice to see you. All right, so I've got some fried rice that I'm making. I've got 4 cups of cauliflower rice. I am making 4 servings. That means 4 ounces of chicken on each cup of rice that we're making here. So that's as simple as that. 4 cups of cauliflower rice, a 1/2 cup of onions, and a 1/4 cup of carrots, if you so choose to put those in there if you like to live on the dirty side a little bit, like I do. So I've got a couple tablespoons of sesame seed oil in there as well for flavoring. And I'm just cooking that cauliflower rice a little bit before we crack it and crack the egg and make that. The chicken's boiling, so that's cooking really good. So I don't know exactly how many minutes the chicken is going to cook. You just kind of might want to just cut a piece open, make sure it's not pink in the center. If you have a temperature gauge for your meat, it would be 160 degrees. You can pull a chunk out and then stick the temperature gauge in there. I usually say about 15 minutes for chicken to cook, maybe a little bit faster when it's cut into cubes like this. So just, you know how to cook chicken. Mostly everybody knows how to cook chicken. So there we go. That's cooking good. Let me stir that rice up really good. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm making chicken teriyaki over cauliflower fried rice with a little bit of onions and a little bit of carrots in there, some sesame seed oil, and we're gonna sprinkle some soy sauce in there. Hey, Mom, how are you? How are you doing? All right. Making some chicken teriyaki. I made my own marinade tonight. If you're just tuning in, I marinated my chicken in a 1/2 cup of Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce and the sugar-free teriyaki marinade by G. Hughes. So I took 1/2 cup and 1/2 cup, put it in a Ziploc baggie with 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, and I let it marinate for at least 30 minutes. If you want to do it longer, go ahead. And it doesn't make it very spicy, so it's not spicy. It's not spicy at all. Not spicy. And then I just soaked that chicken, and then I put 4 tablespoons of butter in the pan, and then I threw that chicken in the marinade right in there. It has like a little bit of a gravy. If it's not thick enough for you, if you want a little gravy, like add that xanthan gum. But it's cooking pretty good, and actually it has like a little bit of a thickness to it. Hey, Travis, how are you doing? Hey, Steven, how are you? Hey, Wendy Joe, nice to see you. All right. No problem, Steven. Okay, so there we go. Cauliflower rice, 4 cups of cauliflower, 1/2 cup of onions, 1/4 cup of carrots, some sesame seed oil, saute the onions, the carrots, add the cauliflower rice, cook it down a little bit. We're going to add in the soy sauce. That's sesame seed oil. We're going to add in the soy sauce. Again, 1 carb per tablespoons. I've got 4 servings, so I'm only going to put 4 tablespoons in there. So you can just kind of eyeball it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just a little bit extra. A little bit extra, and then we are going to stir it up. Stir it up. All right. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. I'm also going to add just a little more sesame seed oil because I like sesame seed. Hey, Suzette, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Trisha, nice to see you. I'm making some chicken teriyaki over fried cauliflower rice. And super, super duper easy. I made up my own little marinade, some teriyaki marinade, and some Frank's Red Hot. So super duper easy. I just like to experiment every now and then. Every now and then. You got to experiment with different flavors because you just don't know. You know, if it might work. You never know. Just try it. So there we go. I'm going to turn that up so we can fry that rice. And then we're going to crack the egg in the middle and scramble it up. Hey, Carla, how are you doing? Hey, Monica, nice to see you. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I am in the process of making this delicious teriyaki chicken with fried cauliflower rice. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. So by making a big batch like this, so again, I was doing it as simple as possible. 4 cups of cauliflower rice, 4 servings, 1 cup each. And then for the onions, there's a ½ cup. So there is 8. So there's 8 tablespoons and a ½ cup of onions. That means each serving gets 2 tablespoons each. And the carrots, just sprinkle a little bit in there if you're going to use those. You don't really have to measure those. It's about two carbs per, so you divide 2 carbs. So you're looking at like 0.5 carbs are coming from the carrots. No, I don't think it'll last, Stephen. I don't think I can send it through, no food through the mail. I'm sorry about that. So there we go. That cauliflower rice is good. We are going to crack that egg. Okay, I'm just browning up that rice real good, you guys. And that is good. Let me turn that down because we're going to crack that egg. And I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the center so I can crack that egg right in the center, and then we're going to scramble it right away. Hey, Tom Martinez, how are you doing? So just take the egg, create a little hole in your pan, and crack that egg. The pan's going to be hot. So you know how they do it in the Chinese restaurants, right? They let it sit for a second before they start rolling it around and everything. So I'm going to get a little bit of pepper and throw a little bit of pepper in there and some salt. All right, I got to get this salt right here. And we're going to just put a little bit of salt on there, and that is that. And now just move that egg around in with that rice, and that'll cook all real good. So just like that, super duper easy, you guys. And that rice is done. So as soon as you get that egg spread out in there, you are going to turn that burner off. And I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to show you the fried rice. So there's the fried rice with the onions and the carrots and the egg that was just scrambled in. Hey, Katie, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I'm making some teriyaki chicken. So again, you want to check these chicken chunks. I can see some of them. Let me pick one up. Let me pick one of these chickens up to see if it is done. So just grab a piece from the pan there. Get yourself a little plate. I'll just grab one of these plates. Ooh, I'll grab one of these plates and then just cut it open. I'm sure it's pretty, no pink. So no pink. I always just say, I always eyeball it. Sometimes I use a food thermometer, but with chicken, it's been cooking and boiling in this awesome goodness for a good at least 10 minutes there. And then you are going to dish her up. Let me get a spoon here so we can dish her up. So you can do this one of 2 ways. You can put the chicken on top of your rice, or for the people that don't like their food touching anything, then you would do it separate. But I would just do it together right on a plate, just like this. Again, you're going to scoop up 1 cup of cauliflower rice on the plate. And then I'm going to turn that down right there. And we are going to grab some of this chicken before it burns all to heck. Like that. And just scoop that over top of your rice. Again, 4 ounces of chicken is going on there. And then that's your teriyaki chicken over fried rice, you guys. Just like that. So, super duper easy to do. Hey, Uncle Brian, how are you doing? Hey, Diane, how are you doing? So, again, cauliflower rice. I used 4 cups of cauliflower rice. A 1/2 cup of onions. A 1/4 cup of chopped up carrots with some sesame seed oil. I sauteed them. I add the cauliflower rice. And then I cooked that down, added some soy sauce on there, and then I made a hole, cracked an egg, let it fry up a little bit, and mix it in. And the chicken I marinated in, again, if you're just tuning in, the chicken was marinated, a 1/2 cup of red hot wings, and a 1/2 cup of teriyaki marinade with some garlic, salt, and pepper. And then I put 4 tablespoons of butter in the pan, and I threw the chicken after marinated. Cook the chicken, cook the rice, and that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. I'm going to eat my dinner, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, I'm going to get back to watching some football. Football, what do you think about that Tom Brady, huh? He made it again. He's like, I'm not getting signed. I'll go somewhere else and take him to the top. That's right. That's what you do. That's what you do. All right, you guys. Have a great Sunday. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Suzette. Bye, guys.